Bashers. It is 5:03 on Thursday, December 26th. Welcome everybody to iBashers, the aftermath show after all the food and all the drink and all the whatever you did. I didn't do much. I did have about 3/4 of a bottle of wine yesterday. I had, thank God, Paul finally came in and started to share this beautiful Pichon that I had. It's on the floor. It's empty. I haven't put it in the recycling as of yet. I hope everybody's well. Hope you had a great time. Thanks for everybody who did pop by. I know everybody's really busy. It's that time of year. I just wanted to put it out there that we have a little bit of a show, panel show. And while I didn't have a whole bunch of you guys on there, I would have loved to have had all of you at some point or another. But, in due time, I guess, when we have another panel show, maybe for the new year. I haven't decided what we're doing for that yet. I'm going to ask around and see what you guys want to do. If you want to do anything at all, that's fine too. Maybe a big, we'll do the wrist shot of the year, wrist of the year. I've been getting a lot of entries, a lot of fantastic entries. And listen, I'm going to put it up to you. I'm going to put all the choices up to you guys. I'm not voting on who's wrist of the year because that just wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be right for me to pick. And I'm not going to put it in a thing. I'll do a poll and I'll let you guys do it. Speaking of wrist checks, what am I wearing today? I am wearing my brand new Weekender Woodstock edition that I got from the incomparable Melly C for Christmas. Oh my God, look how beautiful this is. Let me take it off and show it to you. I'll take it off so you guys can see it. What a sweetheart. Melly C, Andy M, Mork and Mindy. They sent me this with a packet of Tim Tams. And those are an Australian chocolate biscuit. And I don't know if you've ever had them. I've had them. I had them once a very, very long time ago, and they are just as delicious as I remembered them. Thank you so much. I'll show you. I'll bring it up. Why shouldn't I? To start the proceedings out. And it started with this wonderful card I got. Look, it's Woodstock and Snoopy. And she sent me a wonderful card with some lovely things to say. And there's my wrist shot. I'll enter that in wrist of the year. I can win too. Isn't that absolutely wonderful? I love it. Thank you so much, Melly C, Andy, Mork, and Mindy. What a smile on my face today when my mail lady, Mercedes, who I've known for 30 years, my mail woman, my male person, she's absolutely outrageous. And I got this beautiful Timex Weekender. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? It's got more water resistance than a Speedmaster. Thank you very much for that. And I just closed out the mail, and I should not have done that because now I got to go see I had all the checks for today of all of the mail for the Gallery of Bashtards. Anyway, what did you guys do in the chats? You can let me know. Tell me what you did, what you didn't do, what you wanted to do, what you didn't get to do, what your dreams are for this coming new year. We've got resolutions, and that's going to be fun. Let's see who started out in the room. We got Nick Sisto at number 1, Basher of the day, Nick Sisto. Congratulations, buddy, and, so fun. I just thought it would be fun to show a bunch of cats drunk because everybody liked the Rockstar Aftermath, so I figured I'd do that one. Fun. Ray survived. Ray was on the show last night, albeit poor signal and poor audio. He was having a non-alcoholic Portuguese wine. Very good for you. Kevin Landon's here, upvoted number 4 today. Happy Boxing Day to Dirk and all the Bashers, and St. Stephen's Day. But in New York, in America, it's known as Thursday. We have no such holiday following Christmas. Isn't that fun? Wow. Melly C ate way too much and no comment on how much alcohol is consumed. Happy Boxing Day, beautiful people. She wrote in the letter, I can't believe you have a post on Boxing Day. We don't have Boxing Day. We don't have Wrestling Day. We don't have Baseball Day. We have Thursday. Crazy. RP 1960, surviving the chaos. Only 364 days till the next one. I'm really anticipating the next one because this one was, relatively somber and dour and blah, blah, blah. But we had to push through it and we kept it really quiet. And all we did was took Paul's dad and Paul's mom out to, Paul's mom and dad haven't been together for 39 years, 40 years, but they're friends. And, where do you find a woman that is friends with your husband's wife? And she was incredible. So we took his mom out and his dad out, and we just went to a New York diner and just had a very nice lunch. And it was very somber. We went home and I did the show, and that was it. But next year, I want to have a festive, maybe more of a Italian themed, hopefully. Mike Callan, hi Bashers, happy day after interesting stream lesson. So here's what happened on the stream, because YouTube is just they called me a partner, and I don't feel like much of a partner because not only did they take the chats away, the early chats get knocked off somehow, and I'm in discussions with them right now. I don't know if it's a person or if it's a chat bot. I don't know what it is, but they have names like Winter and Summer and Breezy and all this crazy stuff. So they're getting to the bottom of that. But somehow in the middle of my stream, while we were just talking, Emmett and Dana's window froze, and then they got knocked off. That happens. We're used to it. But what did happen was we got knocked off and didn't realize it. I got no message that said the stream is ended. At no point, in order for me to do that on the show, it's a two-step process. I have to go end the show, then a window pops up and goes, "Are you sure you want to end the show?" You have to click it again. So there's a very specific way to do that. And also, I played the outro last night and it didn't play. So I don't know. What am I going to do? I just have to roll with these things. I don't own YouTube and I'm not in control of it. I'm at their mercy. But Mike Callan, yeah, it was weird. And I restarted the stream with, I apologize, but ended it quickly. It was a pretty short suffix to the show, but whatever. Andrew Oglich was on the show for most of it, from the very top, working till 6. Have a great day. Enjoy the show. Upvote and subscribe, everyone. Be safe and be well. We heard some very, very interesting points last night. How we got into socialized healthcare, I don't know, but it was very interesting to find out that in Canada, depending on where you live, the province that you live in, that's the kind of the difference in healthcare. We heard very different opinions. Very interesting. Happy St. Stephen's Day, Dirk and the Bashes. Right, that's from an Irishman, because in Ireland it's St. Stephen's Day. In England it is Boxing Day. Indeed, happy St. Stephen's Day to you as well. Dave Fahrenheit 451, he upvoted. Hey, thanks. Just a little upvote helps the channel out immensely. Thank you so very much. I'm going to keep my little Christmas background for the weekend before I do a New Year's one. And you guys tell me what you want me to make, what you want to see in the background. Because I make these up all the time. I can do whatever I want. Julian is here, and listen, let's all give a shout out to our Julian, who's getting a little bit of the Christmas blues. Mainly because, he's had some health problems and, he's getting up there, and the guy's got so much love and art to give us, so much beauty that he's shown us in this world. And we're so grateful for it. I especially am incredibly grateful for his contributions to this show. And I know a lot of you are too. He's getting through it. He's getting through it, and I just reminded him how on a daily basis he makes us all feel so much better about this world we live in with the beauty that he shows us every single day. And he says, anyone who keeps the ability to see beauty never grows old. And in the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. That's beautiful. I kind of like that one. The best thing about getting older is that you don't lose all the other ages you've been. It's interesting. I do notice that as you get older, the clock just keeps ticking a lot faster. It feels like, we're in that kind of, time-space groove. It's very strange. Sending the very best of regards to all the Bashers, and let's look forward to another year of Bashers Dominion. Ooh, I like that. Should we call it that? The Bashers Dominion. It sounds so, does anybody know who the Dominion are? It's a very Star Trekian thing. Beautiful young people are accidents of nature, but beautiful old people are works of art. Hear, hear. We love you, Julian, and thank you. He sent some art to the Gallery of Bastards today, which we're going to enjoy thoroughly, and I'm so grateful for everything that you do. And as everyone, this show is built on friendship and watches and cats and all the things we like, and just spending an hour with each other just to maybe have a little reset. I know I do it. It helps me out immensely when my day's been court or death or whatever, coming in and having a little bit of a A little bit of a reset really, really helps me out in a very, very, very big way. And I'm grateful to all of you for all of that. Thank you so very much. Joe LaFaro, happy Boxing Day. Handsome Joe LaFaro. He's got a wristwatch check coming on in. Have you sent an official entry? I didn't put this in correctly. Have you sent Joe, do me a favor, send, because you have such an attractive collection and a wrist. Send in your official wrist of the year shot. Like, pick the one that you want the best, or pose for it. Do what you want to do. Dean says, still going strong. Oh, you're drinking at least till 2025. He's got a lot of drinks out there. Look at this. Boxing Day. That's great. Wishing the best to all. Long live the bash. Yeah. Dave Fitzsimons. Sending Stephen's Day best wishes to all the Basharisti. Grazie mille, signori. E tu. Kieran P says, happy Christmas, folk. Kieran, thank you so much. And Mart's here. Upvote everyone and subscribe. Please do. How's Bronson? Did you guys have the best Christmas ever? Hey, Angelo. Joy to the world. It's panel power. Power is easy to make in 2E. Yeah, sometimes when you're a singer, you have to figure out how to fit the words into the phrase syllabically. You know, you have to figure it all out. And sometimes power is an easy word. You just go power. It's pretty easy. More Comedian Melly and great taste. Love it. Yes, that's so great. I'm so chuffed. I love it. And this is a totally different kind of it's kind of like a braided band. It's very nice. Very nice strapperoonie. I love it. Andy M. Good evening, kind sir. Hoping you and yours are doing well. Thank you, Andy M. And thank you so much, because you're one half of the beautiful, the Mork and Mindy, the Melly and Andy show. Thank you so much. I mean, to think of me was very kind of you. Mr. Poggy, hey, Bastardos and Bastarditos. Hope you're all happy and hearty this fine Christmas. Yeah, you know, this is what we did last. So I got home, I did the show, then I did the second part of the show because I got knocked off. Then I don't know. We watched TV for a while. I mean, by that time, I got a wicked buzz. Then it kind of just dissipated because I was drinking Diet Coke. And then I guess I made sandwiches. And then we watched a movie. Dane O'Malley's Happy Stephen's Day to you. And she's enjoying it in Ireland, which is the place to do St. Stephen's Day. I hope you're having a great day. And I hope you're going to have an even more greater days coming up soon. Wink, wink. Love you, honey. Mike Callan gave my male person gin. Gin. You know, Dirk and gin are not the best combo, but I think it tastes good. It's the only liquor I think tastes good. Hard liquor, because I don't like hard liquor. I'm a coffee and Diet Coke guy. I do my fabulous Bordeaux's though. I do. But liquor, man, it just hasn't worked for me. I tried bourbon once, and man, that was a night. It was Emmett's birthday. I don't know, 20 years ago, maybe. Was he 30? Probably. And they were like, you should try bourbon. I was like, oh, I don't like spirits. No. And I tasted it and I was like, they said have some Coke in it, bourbon and Coke. And I was like, well, I had like 2 of them, and it's the drunkest I think I've ever been in my adult life. And I hated every second of it. Yuck. Gene says that resolutions are a waste of time. Well, you know, you're a very regimented guy. We've all gotten to know Dino pretty well by this point. Dino's a guy that sets his mind on how to do something, how to get it done, and he gets it done. That takes great discipline, and he's got it. Not everybody does there, Dino. So you know what? Most resolutions definitely get broken. That's for sure. You know, I'm going to fit into a bikini by May. So I guess we all want to fit into that bikini by summer, right? So you start on that's a lot of work though. I'd rather just go, Ozempic bikini. They should start a whole new ad campaign where it's like, you know, like gorgeous, sexy people on the beach, and they're all, you know, Wygovying and because I think it's the greatest thing that ever happened. As long as we find out that it has no side effects, isn't that great that they finally figured out a way for people to really, really, really lose weight? It's miraculous. It's a miraculous thing. It's like they found out about Viagra because of a heart medication, and boom, really old guys are having sex now. Isn't that great? Because all we need is more horny old men. Lucky Earth. But with the weight loss thing, they discovered people. I remember the commercial. Ozempic for your type 2 diabetes may cause, and you might see some weight loss. And then they're like, wait a minute. And then, I mean, I have seen some evidence of some incredible transformations of otherwise very, very healthy people who, for no particular reason gained a couple of pounds and needed to lose some weight. And then they did. And that stuff is amazing. So barring any kind of, unforeseen complications medically, I think it's a gift. It's an incredible scientific gift. But the thing is, who'll cover it? Can you get it in Toronto? What about BC? Canada, I'm very interested now to find out. Kieran P. It's St. Stephen's Day in Ireland, and everyone gets weirdly upset if you call it Boxing Day. Well, because that's a British thing. British Day is Boxing Day. What does Boxing Day mean? Can I ask to my beautiful people of the realm? I don't really understand. I mean, I know what St. Stephen's Day is because I'm Irish, but what is Boxing Day? Because you think boxing and then you think boxing, but it probably has nothing to do with either of them. Can one of my British folks please give me a very detailed description on what it means to be Boxing Day? I always remember when I was a kid, Freddie Mercury used to have, because he is my favorite rock singer because he was the greatest there ever was. Fight me on that. I don't think anybody would say there's been a better rock frontman singer than him. I don't think so. I mean, I'd be surprised if somebody said you're wrong. It's Freddie Mercury was shit. Blah blah blah. Anyway, Freddie Mercury had a notorious parties every year on Boxing Day, and I used to invite everybody over to his house. And I remember going, "What's Boxing Day?" I'd love to know. Let me know in the chats. Sleeping partner. It's a very interesting term. My sleeping partner for the last 15 years was Laverne. And I slept however she wanted me to sleep. And that was usually on my stomach. And I would create a little tent with the blanket and she would go in it. And I had to stay there and not move the entire night until she decided it was time. Andrew looking different with hair. Cheers. He's so funny. Oh, yeah. It was fun to have. He got dressed up for the show, and everybody loves our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Andrew. And he writes me after the show and he says, I hope I didn't say anything stupid. I was like, I hope I didn't say anything stupid, but, which I often do. I was like, nobody said you didn't say anything stupid. Everybody loves you, buddy. I mean, living up there in the cold wilderness that you live in. Yeah, he's a very handsome guy. Speaking of handsome, to Julian, here, Julian. Cheers to you. See, that's who they are. The sweeter the tune, the older the fiddle. That couldn't be further. That couldn't be closer to the truth. I mean, you get any great player to play on a Stradivarius or one of those incredible old violins, and you put the best of the new ones in there. That's true. It's not true of guitars. Really old guitars, yeah, they're cool and everything, but really old, like an old cello. Wow, incredible stuff. Thomas Burnett, hope you had a great Christmas with Paul and Dirk. Did you receive my attachment? I did, and I'm going to play it. So he did a remake. He does like remixes. Now listen, as a songwriter, person who makes music, the remix is an elusive thing to people like me. We don't understand how it works. We don't know how those guys tick. Because, we write songs and arrange songs and stuff like that. But the remix, we love when you hear people do remixes of stuff and you're like amazed. Shep Pettibone, or I don't know who the remixers are. It used to be Shep Pettibone and Jelly Bean and Stuart Price and anybody Madonna worked with. But boy, did I see a funny clip. I wish I could find it. Maybe if I could find it. It was Cher talking about Madonna, and it wasn't so nice. but it wasn't so mean either. It was actually, I'm gonna see if I can find that. Hold on. It was really good. And she says something that I thought was really, really funny. Okay, I found it. This is good. Hold on. There's a commercial. Thank you, Thomas, and I'll play it.
Available to be swapped.
Here it is.
Do you ever feel as though you are the grand dame of the pop
No,
music
I gotta
scene?
get past that.
You're still working out regularly, aren't you?
No,
I guess you win, hands down.
Whitney Houston.
no, I'll get to it.
Things that you have done.
He's mean.
There it is.
And I think that she knows.
Things that you have done.
Look, here we go.
There are lots of things that I respect about her.
Madonna.
I think that she knows how to work the business like nobody I've ever seen before. And there's something about her that I don't like. She's mean. I don't like that. I mean, I remember having her over to my house a couple of times because Sean and I were friends, and she just was so rude to everybody. It seems to me that she's got so much that she doesn't have to act the way that she acts, like a spoiled brat all the time. And it seems to me when you reach the kind of acclaim that she's reached and can do whatever you want to do, you should be a little bit more magnanimous and a little bit less of a
I almost peed in my pants when I saw that. Oh my God. Anyway, will I get popped for that? May Dean's liver make it through 2025. He was born with 2 of them. Good for you. The liver is the only organ that can grow back. Frank Sinatra was a master at yeah, well, sure. I mean, that's his whole. Listen, when it comes to those guys, Frank's, of course, always considered the best of the best. He's not my favorite. I understand he's the best of the best. Who am I to argue with the genius of Sinatra? I love Sinatra. Now the guy in Alterbridge, the guitar player, is doing these shows where he's Frank. It's unbelievable. The phrasing, the tone, it's incredible. And while this is, of course, a copy of somebody, and copying people is never great, but it's cool and it's entertainment. We don't have a Sinatra now, and he's the closest thing because Bublé is all auto-tuned out of his mind. I don't understand why Michael Bublé uses all that auto-tune. I don't understand the reason for it. It's a wonderful singer. I've saw him live twice at Madison Square Garden, and he was fantastic. His band was killer, big band, horns, strings, everything. And he was so funny and engaging and lovely. I didn't even want to go. And I was like, oh, wow. And then the second time I was like, yeah, I want to go. He was great. Dirk, nice watch. There it is. Isn't it great? I love it. Thanks, you guys. So sweet. Hey, Dean, keep well, my friend, says Angelo. And Panel Power says, who cares? When's the last time we did that? Who cares? I don't know. Who cares? I'm very scratchy today. Very scratchy. I don't know why. It's because I've been lazy today. Very, very, very lazy. I had a lazy day. Usually, in order to get my voice up to snuff, I have to talk and hum and stuff like that. But today, I kind of did nothing. Kind of just did nothing. Ray, nice bike restoration. Watched it on Tim's stream. Oh, okay, cool. Very nice. I didn't see that. I showed the bike, though. I saw some of it. Finishing off a bottle of Glen Moray here with Santa. Oh, did Santa stick around for that? The bugger's trespassing now, I think, says Steve Mac 3. Hilarious. Oh, did you have a Camus? Did you have the Camus Select? That's the big hearty one. Yeah, it's amazing. Coke is great when it's over 85%. Thank God I don't know. I've said this a million times. I've never done drugs, but if I ever tried cocaine, I'd probably love it because I love getting hyper. But now I'm at the age where I'll instantly have a massive heart attack, and that'll be the end of me. So I'm not going to do that. Dirk in a bikini. That is something nobody... I'd have to go to the spa for a good old waxing first. Nobody wants to see that. But you know how it is. It's like, do people even wear bikinis anymore? I don't even know. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? The slimming chemicals freeze your organs, safe and effective. The slimming chemicals. Throw out all the boxes. Oh, is that what it's for? Throw out all the boxes from Christmas Day? Wow. Is that what it is? Okay. Ozempic is awful, awful speaking for diabetes, Joy. Oh. It's the day to box up gifts for the... Oh, okay. There you go. I love it. Yeah. It's good. Dean thought I was clever. Not so much, Dean. Not so much. D. Wood. I think it was the traditional day when servants received boxes of small gifts and leftovers from the Christmas meal. Okay, we're getting some conflicting reports. I'm going to have to Google it. Come on. Here we go. Steve Mac 3. Boxing Day means box it all back up and send it to Amazon. Hello, Dirk. Glad I'm catching you live. Me too, JHB. Happy Christmas. Let me go late. To you. Frank was always so late. But that's the thing. Like, here's a bar. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Happy Christmas to you. He's always floating all over. He's not like, red. Like today's music is all Happy Christmas to you. It's all right on the money. And it's, it's robotic and inhuman. And that's when the great singers rise to the top of the cream. Because Frank Sinatra was able to, and you know what? Most people can't catch back up and wreck the song, but he could. Panel power. Wonderful comment. Steve Mac 3, you were lucky my boxes are stolen before I get them. That's a big problem in America with Amazon. And there's a guy on the YouTube network who has these smart bombs. And these people get these, he plants this box on somebody's front porch or steps, and they take it home, and it's got cameras, and then they start to open it up, and it opens up, and it sprays them with glue and glitter, and then stink bombs. And it films it live, and the film goes right into his cloud. The footage goes into his clouds, and it's on YouTube. If you've not seen it, it's one of the greatest things I've ever seen at my life. Melly C says, Cher at her brilliant self. Holy mackerel. Battle, you can't hate Cher for that. Why do you hate Cher? Cher's not hateable. She's an Oscar winner. She's had a hit song in 7 decades. 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties. Yes, she has. The teens and that 7 decades. Because she had a big hit it was a lousy Christmas album. I'll even admit that. It was crazy. I don't know. Like Madonna, I get why people would hate her. I love a bunch of her records. But, I wouldn't want to be friends with her. I wouldn't mind being friends with Cher because she's just like, go to hell. Whereas Madonna, she's the least clever pop star. She thinks she's clever and she's not. I'll never forget she was doing an interview with, I think it was Cynthia McFadden on the news. She was talking about Lady Gaga. And she goes, it's reductive. And Cynthia McFadden goes, reductive? And she goes, look it up. Like she didn't know what that meant. Like she looked it up in the dictionary, decided to use it that day. Oh, God. Please. Buble was a jerk to me in our dealings. Oh, no. I hate hearing that. I hate hearing that. I heard that guy Hosier is a hose. I don't particularly care for his sound at all. It's just not for me. And I think he looks like Doggy Daddy from the comic strips. And he's too tall to be a rock star. Rock star shouldn't be like 6'8" or whatever he is, 6'7". Too tall. I heard he's not so nice. I hate it when you hear, well, like I've said, I've run through my famous people Rolodex, and I told you who I met who was nice and who wasn't. I've mostly met nice people. Very rarely. Here's a really funny story. I don't know if I've ever told you this joke, but when I used to impersonate Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden, I was very young. I was 21, 20 when I was doing them. I had the exact same crazy hair, same color, but I didn't look like him, He kind of looks kind of Neanderthalish, and I certainly didn't then. I was kind of like this little Twinkie thing. And but I got away with it. And one night we're at the Parker Meridian Hotel where they're staying. They're playing Radio City Music Hall 7 nights. They only played 5 because a bunch of them got sick. We're in the bar, and I got approached by Robin Zander from Cheap Trick, whom I adore. And he's like, oh, hey, Bruce. And I'm like, oh, Robin, great to see you, mate. What's up? cheers, join us for a drink. And he did. And he sat down for like 2 hours, and we had drank Amstel Lights with Robin Zander. And oh God, like the whole time I kept it up for 2 hours. He's like, he goes, "Oh, yeah, I'm in town. I'm going to come to see you guys tomorrow night. I'll come backstage." I was like, "Great. Can't wait to see this." Oh my God. Like, I guess he'd never met him before, because there's no way. You know, I don't know. Pay-per-view waxing, it's going to be a painful. I've done it. I've been honest. I'm honest on this show. I've done it. I've done it. In the summer months, I tend to do it. In like the spots where it shouldn't be. I think there's nothing worse than overly manicured men. Leave what nature gave you. Get rid of the spots that are not nice. Like back, all that stuff. That should probably go. I've done it. And I go to this place called Unique, which is a European technique. And I'll be honest with you, what they do is they don't use the strip. They just put this wax on. They let it sit, and while they're talking to you, they just pull it off. And it hurts, but for half a second. And I never, ever once got any kind of residual, like, people say they get skin irritation. I never did. So I liked it. Mark Rober, Porch Bombs. That's the guy. Joel. Angela says, Cher. I'd marry her. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, she's great. She's had some interesting taste. I read her book, her part 1 of her autobiography. And let me tell you, it was candid, sensational, heartbreaking, beautiful. It was one of the best. I read everybody's autobiography. I only like autobiographies. I don't like biographies. Write your own story. I don't want to hear somebody write about you, because it's fictionalized and sensationalized, and I don't particularly care for that. Hers was terrific. She doesn't read the whole thing. She turns it over to the girl who portrayed her on Broadway. Because I notice a lot of people, when they get older, they get a lot of dental work done, and then suffering succotash, everybody starts whistling. Like Paul Stanley. I'm reading Paul Stanley's book. Paul Stanley speaks like this. First time we start a kiss. Now he's like, first time we start a kiss. Gene Simmons, we were like, I can't even do it with the whistle. It's a lot of teeth whistling. My dad did it when he got his new choppers. It's like, Liza Minnelli. Gets crazy. Just love those videos. Very good karma. Yeah, they're super fun. You knew in high school he was Mike Bublé. Oh, is that right? Mike Bubble. Yo, what's up, Mike Bubble? Ray had a pint with Sean Connery once on a riverbank. Now, apparently, he was a misogynist, and he was all these things that people say, but yet he was married to Marceline for how long? And she didn't mind, probably because she was married to Sean Connery. If you're going to look like a guy, that's the one you want to look like. Andy M says, toilet paper with long, intelligent words. It helps stupid people not look stupid. Right. Yeah. That's what's reductive. She goes, look it up with this coy face. Like, you just learned that. You just learned that word. Madonna. As they see from the Midwest. Oh, her name's Madonna. Panel Power doesn't like Cher, and he doesn't like Ellen DeGeneres. The problem I have with the whole Ellen DeGeneres thing is like, was she mean to you? People say she's mean. Well, only the people that worked on her show, because I know people who have met her and said she's just hilarious, and she's a terrific stand-up comedian, and her show was great. I don't know her personally. I have never met Ellen DeGeneres, but people really like her. And, it's like during this whole Me Too, everybody gets canceled. The cancellation cavalcade. Some people really deserved it, and some people really did not. I can't say whether or not she was, because I know somebody who worked for her for 20 years, and she's like, that's all bullshit. She's super nice. She's super chill. So apparently it was mostly the people who worked under her were mean to people, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I don't get the Cher thing. Cher, I think Cher is always pretty much wonderful. I don't know. Thomas Burnett wants to know who the funniest music star I ever met. Funniest. Alex Lifeson. And I wish I knew him more as an adult. Alex Lifeson from Rush. Probably my favorite famous human on earth. Because he's a very funny person. I remember him joking around with us when we met him in the 80s, when me and my friends used to chase down rock stars. And he was just so funny and so so disarming and jokey, and he drew little doodles on my friend Brad's albums. He signed Neil Peart. He goes, "Oh, that's not me. It's just a funny guy." And in real life now, I worship him. I hate people who whistle on the street. They are normally out of tune and crap. Listen, you know what I can't do? I can't whistle, Dean. I can't whistle. I have no whistling skills. I am amazed by great whistlers, and I'm so jealous of it. I love when somebody can whistle a beautiful tune. Now, they whistle like this. I can't do that. I do this thing. I can't whistle. I have no whistle skills whatsoever. I've tried, can't do it. I have a little bit of whistle register. I have that. I know that technique. I learned that when I was like 18. Can't always control it. I have to work up to it. That's that Mariah Carey shit. I learned how to do that when I was young, but you have to like do a bunch of scales first and work your way up, because you're basically, it's like placing the vocal folds super duper duper close to each other and then squeezing the air out. But that's that trick. But I can't whistle. No kind of whistling. Anyway, I go on and on and on. We've got a lot of bastards, a whole big gallery.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Starting out with James M. and his beautiful new watch roll and his gorgeous Christmas spread. I asked, and he said, yes, you may share them. His beautiful home. Look at that Rolex box, baby. That's a big Rolex bag. And look at that watch roll. What a beautiful scene. What a beautiful Christmas scene. And I love your decor. Stylish and beautiful, like the man himself. Big kids table, small kids table, skylights. Look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, James, for sharing that. And enjoy that watch roll. You deserve it, my friend. You deserve it. And then we got Mr. Christian, know your time has come. Don't you know I'd be the only one to say, okay, it's Easy E showing off a bit of root beer. And I don't know, whose style do you think he's copying? I'm not going to listen. I met him in person once, and I've seen pictures of him before, and he is a very well-appointed man. However, I'm thinking a little bit of Joe LaFaro rubbing off there, because that is a very, very, look at that. Look at that. But I got to say, great position for rest of the year, because it looks great. Looks great. Fantastic, buddy. You deserve it. Oh, look at this. Part 2, Polar. God, this watch was so hot, right? Gotta say, not my favorite Rolex. Only because I don't like the silk screeny, bezel. It's not my thing. Just not my thing. I like the black one much more than the white one. I know you guys are all crazy for white dials, and that's what makes the world go round. But this watch was so hot this year. Everybody wanted that. Everybody wanted that watch. Man, everybody wanted it. I like that better. I like the root beer. I wouldn't say no to the Polar, but I like it. I like the black one better. Black one better. And then Mr. Christian, excuse me, Mr. Christian. Mutiny on the Bounty. Joe LaFaro approves. Look at this, because we all know that, he and Dino are in, they do a lot of gardening, but he does rooftop stuff. And this is, you know what I was looking at today, Easy, if you're watching this show? Because, Paul used to work, because his friend's a master gardener, and he used to assist our friend Mike out on a couple of jobs. And unfortunately, they're not working together anymore. But he used to work on a lot of the big Central Park rooftops. But the Century and the El Dorado, that building is cool. Look at that. Very cool. Oh, look at that. Oh, is this what I think it is? Yeah, it's rosemary. I have my big rosemary bush outside, and it does okay during the winter. Very nice job, mister. Look at that. Yeah, I've had my rosemary bush. I've had it for about 15, 20 years. And it lives. I don't know how it does, but it does. Mr. Randolph, with his Christmas scene. Hey, Bob Randolph, thank you so much, buddy, for sharing your. Look at what he makes. Look at his Christmas scene. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you for that, buddy. His Christmas village. That's awfully nice. Yeah, and we didn't do anything this year, and I feel crappy about it. But what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Next year, Italian style. Here's Morgana from Andrew Wolkowicz crossing her legs and being a lady. That's very ladylike, I must say. Look at you, you beautiful lady. Oh. Cats hate made beds. They don't like them. They don't like them. Beautiful. Thank you. Thanks, buddy boy. Oh, Dana O'Malley showing off her man in his Christmas jumper with cats and a dog. Here's Emmett. Did we get to see his Rolex? So we do. Look, his Rolex is backwards. Or is his hand turned back? Oh, his arm is turned backwards. Okay. Get a little bit of the subby there. Looking great, Emmett. He's a handsome fella. Looking great. We love the jumper. We love your jumper. Where's me jumper? Where's me jumper? I forget the name of that show. It was with the guy from Sligo. I always forget his name too. Chris O'Dowd. It was a very cute series. That where he's like the spirit animal of this little boy. It was very, very funny. Here's a Christmas face plant. Oh boy. Face planting from Andrew Wolkowicz. Oh boy. Oh, the face plant. I never liked I've never been a fan of the face plant. I know they don't care, but I don't like it. I'm always like, don't do that. I always make them not do that because I'm afraid they can't breathe. But they know when they can't breathe. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Becky Brown. Merry Christmas, dear Dirk, and all of the fine bastard community. I absolutely love my new Dirk and Dingus Holiday Favorites album. You're so welcome. Thank you very much. It'll fill my home with harmonies. I hope so. Thank you so much. Attached, you'll find my kids' wrist checks with their Tissot and Tiffany gifts. They were quite surprised because I don't usually buy them luxury gifts, but they both recently graduated from college and are becoming true adults. We feted the milestone appropriately, wouldn't you say? I hope you managed to have a good day. I did. Thank you so much, Becky, and all the love in the world right back at you. Let me share this. Share away. How fantastic. Oh, wow. Look at that. Gorgeous. And congratulations on your graduations. Amazing. Beautiful shots. Yeah, baby. I love the PRX. I love this watch. I love the tapisserie on it. I love the integrated band. It's very AP-like. And I wore an AP a couple weeks back. I had it on my wrist, and it didn't look bad. I have a whole new thing about them, but damn it, they're expensive. That is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Fit is perfect. Perfect size, everything. Perfect. Perfect. Great shots. Thank you, Becky. Thank you. And look at the love bracelet. Oh, man. Amazing. You know what I got? Do I have pictures of it? Where are they? I got beer glasses from Tiffany from Dana and Emmett. I didn't open it till yesterday. Like they're big, giant beer glasses from Tiffany. And I was just there. It's crazy how they did that. Thank you, guys and girls, for that. Thank you, Becky Brown. And congratulations. They deserve it. What great taste and how beautiful you are. Here's from Mr. Rich Bunny. Ready? Let's go. Look at this great shot. Oh my God. Orville. I don't know if I can take this. Where is it? Oh, I got to blow this up. This is Orville. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Is that just too much? Look at him with his little Dior tie on. The black and whites. I love them all, but I got to say the black and whites. I haven't had a black and white since Murray passed away. But They're special. They're smart and they're fiendish, and I love the pink nose. We love you, Orville. Join the pantheon of our beautiful kitty cats. We have a lot of famous ones here. A lot of the cats here are famous. And you deserve to be in there. Thank you so much for that. A wrist of the year from Carlos Paggi. Here's some entries. I think I showed a little bit of this last night. It was very arbitrary. I was buzzed. Let me off the hook a little bit. I love this. Yeah, because I talked about the domage on the Bulova. Not Bulova. It's Bulova. 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 Oh, yeah. That's cool. I didn't see this, though. Well, look at that. That's a lot of loom. That's a lot of loom. That Dior tie is funny, I gotta say. Oh, and the act, hello. I mean, icon of a watch, an absolute icon. Icon. I like them all, but that's an icon. That's very, very cool looking watch. Very cool. I love that bracelet. Very cool. Thanks, Carlos Paggi. Okay, that's it. I'm putting all the wrist of the year into a special folder, and then I'll put them up on Instagram maybe. Well, we'll figure out how to do it. We got a couple of days. We got a week. We got a week to figure that out. We got a whole week. Angelo Minichello, the gate is open, my friend. Aw, you are the best, Angelo. I love that. How beautiful is that? And you know what's going to be going through that very soon. Come and knock on my door. Take a step that is new. There you go, Dana. Dana's like, you really like those? I was like, I love them. I do. I think they're amazing. I love them. Whatever. It's okay. I don't drive. I'm an expert on Corvettes. Why? I've never had a driver's license in my life. I've never had a driver's license. Never. I like cars from afar. That's what I like. That's video, Kent. That won't download. That won't download. Melly C. Oh, look at this. Is this the things I sent? This is what I sent. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, it is. I don't want to dox anybody with addresses. So that's not happening. Here it is. Eminem Madness, Mark and Mindy Madness, yeah. Two eyes from the east. It's the angel and the beast. Look at you. They're sharing. She says this rarely ever happens. Like, I just thought that they loved each other, but apparently not. Look at them. And I feel like it's a heavy burden. How heavy is the crown? I think that it's tough for Mork because, she gets away with all this super cuteness and sassiness, and, he's the king. And must be difficult. Oh, honey pies. When they do that, the cold winter thing. Oh. Thank you so much, you guys. And thank you for this. I'm overwhelmed by your generosity and spirit. Thank you. And I will wear it. I'm gonna wear it every day. It's Woodstock. Woodstock always makes me so sad. I don't know why he does that, but he does. He really does. I don't know how. Joe LaFaro, wristwatch check. Uh-oh. Look at that. That is looking pretty good. Pretty. Oh, that's amazing. Wow. Is that? I think I wrote him back, and I think I said you should certainly enter Wrist of the Year. Give me an official ballot for Wrist of the Year. It's kind of like the Woody Allen thing where I was watching his new show. You should really try out for that. But I couldn't because I didn't get a manicure and I didn't have a perfect shirt. Watching that new Woody Allen thing was really super funny with Elaine May, and she's a genius. That's beautiful, man. It's a great shot, Joe. Joe! Beautiful picture. Wristwatch check. Then we got a couple of videos. Oh, here we go. The look I would like for the truck. Okay. Is that a wrap? This is Angelo talking about his Cybertruck. His Cybertruck. Okay, so this is, look, isn't that the stock one? Isn't that what it looks like? Just the brushed steel? That is it. Yeah, you're goofing because that's how it comes, right? Because those are the ones that I see all over the place. Unless that's a wrap that is made to look like the steel. I saw one that was like a black mirror finish. It was a bit much, but it was cool looking. But I noticed a lot of people are wrapping them. Very interesting because there's a lot of surface, a lot of flat surface, and a lot of 90-degree angles. A lot. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Here's, okay, Joe LaFaro's official entry for you. Okay. All right, be like that. Be like that. This is Joe LaFaro's official entry for Wrist of the Year. Well, houndstooth and kind of a Native American style shirt, and then this glorious watch on his incredibly handsome masculine hand. That watch, I mean, we just can't take this watch. Wow. I mean, Jesus, that's some shot there, Joe LaFaro. That watch is just, oh God, unreal. Great entry, kind sir. Great entry. So glad you entered it. Thomas, palm fronds wrist. You have a palm fronds. Look at that. I didn't know one of the bashers had a palm fronds. I like it, man. I've always liked it. I know people, I love this watch on that. Look at that. I think it's super cool. I love their novelty dials. I loved the old Rolex style, the gold on gold. I love that watch. I think this is a very, very cool watch. This is probably going for a lot of stuff nowadays, I would imagine. Wow. That is beautiful, man. Beautiful. Now, is that in there as wrist of the year, Thomas? It should be. It should be. I'll forward it to myself as wrist of the year because it should be, because it's great. Gallery of Bashtards, Carlos is in the room. Mr. Poggy, gracias, min. Look at that. That's beautiful, Seiko. Great looking watch. Great looking. Perfect size. Everybody, you know, all the bashers, everybody, nobody overwears in this gang. Everybody wears. Random photos yesterday from Panel Power. Yeah. I guess there won't be any shots of Cher in here. This is cool. Oh, wow. Very interesting. Oh, that's nice. Your Christmas table. What are you having? Is that like a chicken capon? Or is that oh God, is that like potatoes au gratin? Oh, I like your goblets. Ooh, look at the wine. Having a Barolo. Beautiful. What a wonderful, oh. Il Vaticano, huh? Did you watch Midnight Mass? Beautiful. Beautiful shots, man. Was that your view? Well, but that's got to be an area because nothing, even the top of St. Peter's isn't that high, right? That's got to be some kind of a drone thing. What happens if you float a drone over the Vatican? Do you get in a big trouble? That's pretty great, man. Thank you, Panel Power. Panel Power. Is there a third one that I missed? No, that's the one. I got it. And here's from Fergal. Oh, yeah, some great ones. Fergal, did you put in official wristwatch of the year? I'm sure you did. Wrist of the year? You probably did. I have them all. If it says wrist of the year, they'll all go in there. I'll just type in wrist of the year and then boom, I'll have them. Look at that DeVille. I am a big fan of the DeVilles, as you all know, and this watch is gorgeous. Beautiful. That is absolutely astonishing. Oh, honey pie, look at you. What a great shot. There's nothing better than when a cat feels safe around you. Panel Power, nor do I. I do not eat any animals, land nor sea nor air, none. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. Is that super cute? Oh my God, I can't take it. Yeah, that did look like a delicious table. Look at you, you beautiful baby. You're beautiful. Oh, and then Planet Ocean. I love the Planet Ocean. Big watch. Looks great on you. Perfect. Yeah, my father-in-law has one. He's funny. I'm always like, why don't we just swap watches for a week or two? You know, I wouldn't mind rocking a Planet Ocean. I actually wouldn't mind rocking his GoldenEye. He's got a GoldenEye Seamaster, and I really wouldn't mind wearing that for a couple of weeks. But he's like, oh no. I'm like, because he's got a Speedmaster, and he doesn't have a Rolex though. And he wanted to get a Panerai, but he was very afraid of the Panerai because they've been so copied lately. Look at you, beautiful baby, having a snoozy snooze. Oh, there it is, Christmas meal. You got your potatoes, got your meats, 2 kinds of meats: ham, turkey, peas, carrots, stuffing, all there. Gorgeous meal for you and the beautiful Planet Ocean. I'm a big fan, and I love that bracelet. Great shots. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. And that watch is just put that on your wrist and do a wrist of the year, because I'm just trying to help you in your, because I'm not choosing. I'm gonna have you guys choose, all right? So it's not up to me, it's up to them. It's up to them, not up to me at all. So did I miss that? I got everybody right there. I thought I had a bunch of pictures from the beautiful Julian. Let me find them. I did, yeah. Okay, here it is. What a perfect way to end the Gallery of Bashes, with the incomparable Julian. Make sure I don't goof this up. There you go. Gorgeous. Julian is planning 2025 to get back out there and start rediscovering his love for photography. He's been ill this past year, recuperating, getting better, getting stronger every single day. He just needs to get back out there. So let's all give him a little push, because we want more of his beautiful art in our world. That's fantastic, Julian. Blue skies and gray London. Amazing. Well, look at the ladybugs. They're very good luck. Very, very good luck. Beautiful. It looks like a French cafe with nobody there. Why? Pourquoi? This is kind of cool. What is that? Just a sculpture on a stair? What is that? Very interesting. Look at that. Those ominous lights on the wall. Is that blood? Blood, or as they say in Brooklyn, Earl. Oil. They call it Earl. And put the kettle on the burler. It's good stuff. Oh, that is beautiful. That's a great album cover. It almost looks like a little bit of the original Great Gatsby cover underneath there. If anybody knows that book, they know what to call it. This is ominous. Oof. Wow. Wow. What the hell? Okay, once again, I'm baffled, Julian. I don't know. Is this through a window? I don't know how he does this stuff. What is going on here? I say 2025 gallery show. Julian, London town, gives us all an excuse to go to London. These are gorgeous. Thank you, Julian. Thank you for your beauty and your ability to show us beauty in your work. You rock. I applaud you, kind sir. Thank you so much. Thanks, Julian. You rock, and you know it. You know it, goddammit. You know it. And Ziggy played guitar from Panel Power and the Bashers at large. This is very cool. Wow. Is this some deity? Is this very muscular? Is this Zeus? What is explain away there. Panel Power, yeah. Gorgeous. There it is. Did I get that? Did I get that? I did. Great. Guys, that's the Gallery of Bastards. Thank you so much.
The gallery of bastards. Send me the shots that sublime the absurd. The gallery of bastards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Panel Power says, when I met Richard E. Grant on St. Ivy's, he was about to do the Spice Girls film. I questioned if he had any integrity, and Miranda Richardson said, what did he say? Miranda Richardson. Me harms. Does anybody know what this is from? Here's a great trivia question. You might not get this. And if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. My hands, I can't. My hands, they're burned. Tell me what that's from. If anybody gets it, I'll be in shock. Dean says, I always feel people who whistle in songs have run out of decent lyrics. Yeah. Except for, do you like, I don't know, I'm not exactly sure if you know this band, Queensryche. I'm a big fan of their first 5-6 records, but there's an album called The Warning that was their first full-length album, and their singer is a very lovely whistler, and he uses it to beautiful effect. It was done at Abbey Road and Air Studios in London. It was produced by James Guthrie, who did The Wall, and all the orchestrations are by my ex-neighbor, Michael Kamen. It's a great record. Beautiful whistling on that record. It's not overdone or anything. It's crazy. Mike Callan says, wowzers, nice spread. And Joe LaFaro approves. Carlos Paggi says, that's lovely, Mr. Randolph. And the Christmas Village is so festive. Yes. Andy M says, why am I thinking of Godzilla all of a sudden? You and hardcore Shutterbug. Dancing in this disco, Sultans of Ping. It's good. And Thomas Burnett loves the Dior thing. I love it, Vito. Vito says, did you get rid of yourself? No, I didn't get rid of anybody. I've banned nobody on the show. I didn't, listen, I said my piece. Hey, Vito, I said my piece. I just said, be nicer. And that, he was on the show and I was wrong. And I've said this, I was wrong about the fact that he did visit my show when other people weren't on here, and I don't know what the whole end game was. And, whatever. I just said, but we had a breakup. Apparently. I did not. I've not banned anyone. I've not banned anyone from the show at all. I just ask that we have a certain kind of decorum, because I'm not TMZ, and that's it, and that's all. But I haven't. I said my piece, and that's all I did, and that's fine. Love the Accutron Space View. Who doesn't love that? Who doesn't? Yeah. Mike Callan loves your gate. Thomas Burnett, me too. Never had a drive. I love cars. I know a lot about cars, especially Corvettes. Now I don't care so much anymore. Now, if I won the lottery and it was time for me to buy a car, I'd get a Cybertruck. I would probably get. I don't know. I would just buy Paul cars because he loves cars. I wouldn't. I'd get a Cadillac. I'm a Cadillac. I love Cadillacs. I get like a really cool, like Coupe de Ville, like 68 Coupe de Ville, 69, or a Buick Riviera. I like those late 60s cars. I like them. I enjoy them. Oh, Angela says titanium color wrap, just a little more subtle. The only problem I say with that is it's like, yeah, no fingerprints, but it's like you're probably going to spend like a lot of money on a wrap that's not too different than what it came with. So I don't know. I just think, wow, just for you're just doing it for fingerprints. Fingerprints. Get some Windex. That's what I heard everybody's using, Windex, and that's fine. Andy M says Joe wins Rich Shot of the Year and places second, third, fourth, and fifth. Yeah. Well, it's not his fault. Don't hate him because he's beautiful. Love the pomp fronts. Me too, Joe. I love it. I absolutely love it. Shepherdless pie. And he doesn't eat land animals, nor do I. I don't eat my friends, and I never will. Just don't do it. Yeah, I've been a vegetarian since I'm a little kid. I don't force my beliefs on other people because who cares? Who cares? People do their own thing. Some people take care of possums. Some people take care about ecology. Some people don't do shit. I just don't eat animals. Just don't do it. Can't do it. Great photos. Love the spread. He looks delicious. Planet Ocean is Omega's best current diver. Yeah, it's one of them. I love him. I mean, when it comes to divers, I would have to say Planet Ocean over. Well, I love the 300. The 300M. If somebody said, "Quick, go grab a diver right now. Which one's it going to be?" I'd get a Submariner. I would. Shoot me. I know. Drones are intercepted by the angels who are on duty. Let's hope so. And Dean says, "No Yorkshire pudding." I don't know what Yorkshire pudding is. I have no idea what it is. It's dessert, right? Or is it? It is, right? It's not like Irish blood pudding, which is just murder. Horrible. Great photos, Julian. The reflection looks like a Wookiee. That's great. And a giant egg cutter. It's amazing. Mike Cowan says, "Thanks, Bashers and Dirk. Number one." No, you're number one. Anna Friel told me they can't all be la-di-da. Reg was off his head sober. Interesting. It's your site, Dirk. It is. I share it with my gang. You could get a chauffeur. I would never want to be driven by somebody. Isn't that so pretentious? Ugh. It's like when somebody's super famous and they have a security detail and, they're going to the award shows, okay. But when you see like Mariah Carey, being followed by paparazzi while she goes into Dior and Fendi in Aspen, Colorado, and then she's got her driver with gloves waiting for her. Listen, girl, you're from Long Island. Just calm down. If you didn't dress in like a mini skirt, bikini top, and a fur coat in Aspen with your hair all did up, she could have just put on a pair of sweatpants and a hat and a thing with her kids and gone shopping, and nobody would have been the wiser. But it's just drivers are very pretentious. I would never want to do that. No. I have a driver. It's called Paul. You inform us how we should be with you. Nah. That's what makes the world go around, Pound Power. Just that one little thing. And listen, I'll never do it again. That's it. That's it. I said my piece. I said my piece I give you. And that's all it is. I just got a little under my skin that particular day. How I don't like projection. I'm not a fan of projection. Not a fan. Thomas Burnett, £4.99. Great gallery, folks. Looking forward to the wrist shot of the year. Me too. Hope everyone had a great Christmas and happy Hanukkah to all who celebrate. Indeed, oh mundo. And let's give you a big bang boom for that. Pudding is not dessert. Okay, well, what is it exactly? What is it? Julian, do you not have a website where we can buy prints of this? He does. I'll privately ask him all about that Nick Sisto to see, but I don't think they're for sale. I think it's just to view. But of course, we all know you should be doing that. Look up the H2O 10-mile dive watch. Crazy specs. I totally will. Carlos, you haven't lived until you've tried a Yorkshire pudding. Okay. Toad in a hole is a great Yorkshire pudding recipe. You guys are all, I don't know what any of this is. Amen to that, Thomas. And Yorkshire pudding is batter cooked in the oven with oil, savory, good with roast beef and gravy. Oh, you sent me a photo of Yorkshire pudding? Okay. All right, hold on. One moment, please. You missed it earlier, Dirk. My grandfather played bagpipes in The Quiet Man. Yeah, because I clicked on it, Ray, and it said problem with download. Because that's what happens to videos with me sometimes. And I apologize for that. You sent me a photo of Yorkshire pudding. Dean did. Where is it, Dean? Not yet. I have not. I don't see it. I'm looking. Hold on. I could just do this. I'll just go in a tab and go. Yorkshire pudding. I want to know Wikipedia because I want to know what it is. Oh, it looks good. Oh, that looks interesting. Okay. I got it. We're good. And then I'm going to read what this is, okay? Here's a Yorkshire pudding. Yorkshire pudding is a baked pudding made from a batter of eggs, flour, and milk or water. A common English side dish. is it a versatile food that can be served in numerous ways depending on its ingredient size and the accompanying components of the meal. As a first course, it can be served with onion gravy. Okay. For a main course, it may be served with meat and gravy, traditionally roast beef, as part of the traditional Sunday roast, but can also be filled with food such as bangers and mash. To make a meal, sausages can be added to make a toad in the hole. There we go. We got it all. And that's what it looks like. Okay. As long as there's no dead beasts in there, I'll have one. Sounds great. Sounds good. You can have it. You can have it with your beasts. I won't. It's like mushy peas, like I can't have that. And there are basically no recipes in the world to make vegetarian mushy peas, as far as I know. I haven't heard of it yet. And if there is one, somebody tell me if they've got a great one, because everybody's like, oh, you don't miss mushy peas. I remember them as a kid. My Uncle Mick used to make them in his kitchen in the basement on Coinham Road in Dublin, across from the Phoenix Park. He used to make, rashers and all that stuff. And he always put mushy peas down. And I remember them, but I don't remember if I missed them or any of that stuff. I don't care. Who cares? I don't care. There's a lot of things in the world I can eat, and it's fine. I have no such problems eating, Anyway, guys, that's the show. Thank you so much for joining me for the Aftermath. You guys rule. Ray, I'll figure out how to download that. And Angelo, I'll go look up that. And I've got some homework to do for tomorrow. Tomorrow night's Friday. Thanks so much. I'm not exactly sure what's going on if the big guy's joining us. I think he probably will. Guys, thank you so much for last night and for everything you are and everything that you do. You guys rule the world. Remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And always remember that when you encounter unkindness, you can't always be sure what that person is going through. Give them a little bit of rope to hang themselves, because they could be a really good person, or maybe they're just Madonna.